And this is the video review for the eHobby 3-pack Cyclonus. I got these from TFsource, as I mentioned in all the videos. And they are having a spring cleaning sale going on right now, so be sure to check that out. They've got some great deals going on. There's a link down there in the video. This is the eHobby 3-pack, and the 3-packs were... they're all movie-related figures. The Decepticon Pack, obviously, was Cyclonus, Galvatron, and Scourge. And the Autobot Pack was Hot Rod, Cup, and one of the Junkions. Now, the Decepticon Pack has more of an overall theme to it. Like, the Autobot Pack had... it has Cup, and it has movie Autobots. And you have the Transformation Rodimus. But Cup was just a repaint of Cup, and the Junkion was just another Junkion. Whereas the Decepticon Pack, all three of them are focused on the bit where they're still kind of clear and translucent from the scene where they were transformed into their new forms. And here we have Cyclonus. There's a lot of debate over whether he was Bombshell or Skywarp. Just from a continuity or just from a fan standpoint, I think it would be cool if Cyclonus were Skywarp and Scourge were Thundercracker. But I think if you go on what actually happened in the movie and how it was storyboarded and how the scene was, that Bombshell was actually the one that became Cyclonus. There's some hints in the booklet that came with these that I didn't get. You ordered these in Japan. They got a booklet that had this whole story in it. Hints that the Skywarp Thundercracker origins are the case, but like I said, it's one of those Frenzy is blue, Rumble is red, Rumble is blue, Frenzy is red arguments that are just ridiculous. There's not enough really evidence to argue one way or the other with that. I've been transforming him kind of absentmindedly in the background because I had intended to. I hadn't intended on showing the transformation. I was going to just show off the various new changes and things like that, and not focus on transformations in these. But you know, the mind does what the mind does. Let me get him back into spaceship mode here real quick. You saw me folding them up and doing all that stuff. Now, Cyclonus has already had a few different versions. He had the original... There was the original test shot version that was mostly purple, but had the gray nose cone here. And then there was the standard Hasbro version, which was a much darker purple. Purple and kind of a beigey gray. And then there was the... Japanese version, the Henkei version, which had some chrome and some shiny bits, chrome wings and stuff. And then there was the Battle in Space version, which I think was more or less the same between the Japanese 3-pack that came with Hot Rod, Galvatron, and Cyclonus, and the American version that just came with Hot Rod and Cyclonus. I think the Cyclonus and those two were more or less the same. I don't know if there are any significant differences in those, but he was just more of a... Like, you're going to see him in a minute in robot mode. But the translucent purple is nice. If I had any complaints, it's almost that the purple they use, while they have different purples in robot mode, Galvatron and Cyclonus are just a whole bunch of purple. And Scourge kind of helps break that up with his blue and clear. But I don't know, maybe I would have liked to see, instead of having the wings be purple, have these be clear and to represent like the gray wings from the original. I don't know. I just would like to see maybe a little bit more of a distinction in color between these two. But what can you do? That's really my only real complaint. The same basic argument, issues with the mold that I've always had with the gap here. There's not a whole lot of... It's not structurally better in this form. The clear plastic is... of good quality. I don't feel like any of these are going to break while transforming. Maybe Hot Rod, because Hot Rod was really, really tight. But I haven't had any issues with him either. It's really strong, sturdy, clear plastic. They're translucent plastic, I guess, that they're using on these things. So don't worry about them breaking. Although it does look like there may be a tiny crack forming here on Cyclonus, which is a shame, but I don't plan on transforming him too much, so it's not the end of the world. But that's my comments on vehicle mode. Let's go ahead and take a moment and we'll flip them over to robot mode, and then we'll be back for more comparisons. Real quick though, I will show off Nightstick here. He's same little figure, mostly transparent purple plastic with some silver legs and a silver barrel. Alright, back in just a sec. Ooh, with a robot mode. And we're back with robot mode here for Cyclonus. And as many issues, or with the minor issues that I have in vehicle mode for Cyclonus, I really love the robot mode on this mold. It's just great. It's just an all around outstanding, I think, representation of Cyclonus in robot mode. Very cool. And then this is a case where I'd almost go against what I was saying earlier. Maybe have these be instead when I was saying earlier, I'd rather have these clear instead of purple. Maybe a smoky gray, I think, would be cool, even in vehicle mode. Kind of like who do I know that has some smoky gray plastic in it? But something like that, like a more of a darker grayish color for the translucent plastic on like his thighs and his forearms and these back wings back here. Just something to offset him from the purple. Just make it stand out a little better. And here he is with the Battle in Space Cyclonus. Just to get a real quick comparison of how they look separately from each other. You can see I was talking about he's mostly purple and the gray and all that stuff. Really striking, like I said, the Decepticon pack really is the best 3-pack of all of these, of the two. I wish maybe there was... When you with the clear, you really see how much the red plastic, how big the red plastic pieces are in here. Because like on the back, it looks kind of cool. I like how you kind of see the glory red stuff. On the head, it's a little disturbing just because you can see his eyes, and then there's like more red, like almost like his brain. Well, I guess that's kind of cool if you think of it as his brain hiding back there in his head. But the paint's really nice. There's just some sparse silver and some solid purple in a few places, like on his kneecaps here is painted solid purple. Or actually, that may just be solid purple plastic. Yeah, it looks like it's solid purple plastic with some silver paint apps. But some really sparse paint apps, just enough to really make him pop. His face, like I said, his face is amazing. The way the silver makes it pop off on that translucent purple. Really nice. And just this little bit of orange here on his stomach. Just a nice looking figure. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints about him in robot mode. I really do like Cyclonus' robot mode, and the purple here translates really well. If I had anything, it would just be about the color of the arms, the wings, and the shins. I would have liked to see maybe just a slightly, like I said, more of a grayish plastic there on his leg. So there you have it. There's the review of the eHobby 3-pack Cyclonus.